Alright guys, so I'm here for Detective Pikachu in 3D. I'm so excited about this movie, so let's go in.
Damn right.
Now, enjoy the show at AMC.
I just saw Detective Pikachu and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that shit was insane. I had a lot of fun watching it, so let's move on to the review. Alright guys, so I did go see Detective Pikachu. I'm gonna go see it in 3D, so I'm gonna be talking about the 3D after I'm done talking about the actual movie itself. And one thing to keep in mind while I'm reviewing this movie, I've never really been the Pokemon guy. Personally, I just never really got into Pokemon. Like, it's fun and it's cute to watch, but I never really grew with Pokemon. So just keep in mind while I'm reviewing this movie, my opinion towards this movie is a very, very, very unbiased opinion because, you know, just because I have no bias towards Pokemon because, again, I just really never grew with it. But, of course, let's talk about this movie and Detective Pikachu. It's not just based off of, you know, Pokemon characters, but it's actually based off the 3DS game Detective Pikachu, which I never played, so I really don't know whether it's the same storyline or not. But the story to this movie is that we have this guy named Tim and his father goes missing, so he goes on this adventure with Pikachu to find his missing father. And this was a movie that at first I really doubted about because I just didn't really know how, you know, how a live action Pokemon movie would really work. And then that first trailer dropped and I was in love with what they were going for and the whole approach of a live action Pokemon movie. The CGI here is honestly outstanding. The CGI here is just fantastic. And when they said that they were going to make a live action Pokemon movie, I just had no idea what the final result would be and how it would play out. The designs here though are just so cute. You could actually tell that they definitely took their time to make these characters look the very best that they could possibly look for a live action Pokemon movie, and they very much succeeded with these character designs because you could either have a character design of a classic character like Sonic, like, you know, I did see the Sonic trailer obviously, and the problem with the Sonic design is not just that it's not true at all to the original Sonic design, but the CGI just looks very rubbery, very unfinished. But here, if you look at the character designs here, and they actually stayed true, they stayed loyal to the original designs of these Pokemons. And not only just that, but they added texture, they added fur, and they added this sense of realism to these characters, and they just all look just absolutely adorable. And they, even some of them look quite realistic, like of course Pikachu, and they did just an outstanding job with the CGI in this movie. As for Ryan Reynolds, when Ryan Reynolds was first casted as Pikachu in this movie, I was unsure about that, but after seeing how the movie plays out, I understood the bold decision that they made to cast Ryan Reynolds, because Ryan Reynolds, I thought, did a really, really good job here with Pikachu's voice work. And basically what Ryan Reynolds brings to the table is that he brings all of his charm, he brings all of his charisma to this character, and I absolutely loved it. I loved that character, mainly for that reason, because Ryan Reynolds just has this, again, he has a lot of charisma. That's what everyone loves about Ryan Reynolds, and he brought it all into this Pikachu character and just made him even more adorable than he already was, and it just made Pikachu a fun character to be around. Now, Justice Smith was also really good here, but honestly, there's just something about his character, like, his character was just there. He was just there on this adventure with Pikachu. Like, nothing really changed from his character from the moment when we first met him in the beginning of the movie. Like, he just has this very undefined and very underdeveloped character arc. Like, he was a good character and all, but considering with what they set up for his story, they didn't really do much with him. And in the end, the movie, he just, again, it kind of felt like he just stayed the same throughout the whole movie. He didn't really change that much at all. And the same goes for another girl in this movie. I can't remember, I think her name's Catherine Newton. She's in Blockers. She has a character in this movie. And I can't remember her character's name, but she's the one who carries Psyduck. And basically, you know, her character also is kind of fun and she's nice to have around, but she's just also just there, and her character just doesn't change at all. The movie obviously heavily focuses on Pikachu, which I thought was handled very well, but it also focuses on this detective noir-ish storyline, and I thought that it worked really well for what the movie was trying to capture, and in the end, it was all very clear, and it rightfully works. And there are a few twists in this movie. One twist I saw coming in the first 20 minutes of this movie, but the others I definitely did not see coming at all. And each other twist really worked in their own right. So I thought that what they did with this movie was actually very fun, to a point where only one of the twists were predictable, but the rest I was just completely blinded by. So I really enjoyed that about the movie, and it's just really fun to see how the story to this movie unfolds. And again, as someone who never really grew with Pokemon at all, I had a really great time with these characters and the whole mystery of this movie. Honestly, everything about this movie worked well for me, except that one predictable twist and the, you know, undefined and underdeveloped character arcs for the human characters. But other than that, I had a really great time watching this movie. And again, this is a very unbiased opinion. So my unbiased opinion says that I had a really great time with this movie, and I'm sure even if you're not a Pokemon fan, I'm sure you guys are going to have a great time with this movie as well. With that being said, I'd recommend paying full price to go watch Detective Pikachu. With that being said, I'm going to give Detective Pikachu a B+. As for the 3D itself, whether it's worth spending the extra few bucks for the 3D, there's some decent depth within the first two acts of the movie, and there are some scenes in the first two acts of the movie where they kind of throw stuff at you, but where the 3D really works is the finale of this movie, the huge throwdown at the end, which is the last 30 to 25 minutes of this movie. That's where the 3D really starts to pop out, and where the 3D really starts to be something that you'd like to go see. So if you really like 3D as much as I do, I would recommend the 3D, at least for the last few minutes of the movie, where the 3D really works the best that it could possibly work. And but if not, then don't stress about it. Its standard is still a good option for this movie. But if you have the few extra bucks to see in 3D, I'd recommend it, but it's not necessary. But anyways, yeah, that's my review for Detective Pikachu. So, you know, that leaves the question up to you guys. Have you guys seen Detective Pikachu? And have you guys seen it? What did you guys think about it? Tell me in the comment section below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.